Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel, Straight from Uranus, where we talk about random esoteric stuff. Today we are talking about Lilith, specifically Lilith in the 6th house or Lilith in Virgo. They both share the same description. The 6th house and Virgo are ruled by Mercury, which governs our health, our physical limitations, service to others, and work. The 6th house is also sometimes called the house of bad fortune, and I'll talk a little bit about that more later. Innately, this placement has issues with perfection. Your shame is reflected in the house that your Lilith sign falls under. If it happens to fall in Virgo, that just means that these issues are magnified. Whatever placement it is, you feel you have a dark flaw in that particular aspect. And you may react in one of two ways. One, where you try to make it super perfect, or the other, where you simply give up and drop tasks all the time, never really completing your projects. There is always a deep fear of not being good enough. You suffer from imposter syndrome as well. The idea that you will be found out of not being qualified to do the very thing that you are in fact doing. You can be pessimistic and struggle with depression, and if you're not careful, it can lead to addiction. You'll always struggle with efficiency. Sexually, you may struggle throughout your lifetime, fluctuating back and forth between being frigid or hypersexual. You also have a tendency to always focus on your other person's needs over your own. Now, the reason this placement is looked upon as the house of bad fortune is because this particular placement is where unexpected things happen. Illnesses, accidents, disabilities, things that are totally out of your control. Some folks with this placement actually suffer from insurmountable odds that others minimize and dismiss. When constantly dealing with these struggles, you can get very, very sick. You are keenly aware of the struggles of others because of your own. You embrace people with an open heart. Now, this may place you at a disadvantage because you will attract people with malicious intentions and you won't realize it until it's too late. The workplace may prove to be a bit of a challenge for you because you have a tendency to instill rumors in others. Also, you really don't deal well with domineering bosses or micromanaging bosses. It's best that you learn to work on your own. That said, you have to be very careful because Lilith in either the 6th house or in Virgo shows that you have a tendency to sabotage your own success. You lack the discipline or maybe even the motivation to do the things you need to do on a regular day-to-day. You'll have to work on that. You like to appear self-sufficient, and because of that, you have a tendency to seek assistance a lot later than you should have, especially when it comes to your health or your mental well-being. Now, what's wonderful about you is because of all the struggles that you've personally gone through, you are a staunch advocate and a protector and a nurturer of others that have suffered. What you need to work on is number 1, seeking assistance where you need it as soon as you realize you need it. Number 2, finding perfection in your own imperfections. Learn to laugh it off. You need to learn to accept yourself just as you are. There's a reason why you're like this.